So let's take a look at 1 inch and how we get all those fractions like 5/8 and a quarter and a half, because those are the things that really confuse people when it comes to imperial measurement. So let's just look at the first inch on a ruler or tape measure. So that would be 0 and that would be 1. So first of all, what is the smallest fraction here? And it's actually 16th, because what you do is you count up all the lines here between 0 and 1. So if I were to count all these up, I'd have 16. So that means if that's 16, then that is 1. So this is 1/16. And we can take that all the way along. We'll fill them all in. There we have 16/16. Now, the main thing, that the way we get all those other fractions, like 5/8 and 1/2, is by just reducing these numbers down. So you can all count 1 to 16, but now you have to reduce. So how do we reduce? Well, we know we can reduce in this case when the top number is even. That's just an easy way to look at it. So let me just make a note here. If the top is odd, no reduce. So that means 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. All of those odd tops, no reduction. If the top is even, we reduce. And the way we do that is we divide 2 by 2. And that's both the top and the bottom. So let's take a look at how we do that. So first of all, let's look at 2/16. 2 divided by 2 for the top is 1. And 16 divided by 2 is 8. So that's where we get 1/8. It's just 2/16 reduced is 1/8. Now let's take a look at 4. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 16 divided by 2 is 8. But we know we can reduce this further because the top is even. So to do that, 2 divided by 2 is 1, and 8 divided by 2 is 4. Final answer there is 1/4. So there's 1/4 of the whole inch is right here. 5/16 don't reduce because the top is odd. 6/16, 6 is even. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 16 divided by 2 is 8. So the answer there is 3/8. 7/16 can't reduce. 8/16, so 8 divided by 2 is 4. 16 divided by 2 is 8. That's still even, so we can reduce that further. 4 divided by 2 is 2. And 8 divided by 2 is 4, but we can still reduce. And 2 divided by 2 is 1. And 4 divided by 2 is 2. And it's 1/2. And if you look at that, that's halfway between 0 and 1. 9/16 can't reduce. 10/16 we can reduce. 10 divided by 2 is 5. 16 divided by 2 is 8. So 5/8. 11 divided by 11/16 we don't do anything. 12 divided by 2 is 6. 16 divided by 2 is 8. Still we can reduce that because the top is even. So 6 divided by 2 is 3, and 8 divided by 2 is 4. So we get 3/4. 13 we don't do anything. It's odd. 14 divided by 2 is 7. 16 divided by 2 is 8. And there it is. Now we can get all of those other fractions by reducing all of these down. And that's basically how we deal with this. So if we were to have, we can take this further, and this goes along into every other inch.